Welcome everybody to episode 14 of Edge of Eternity. We have just saved our game and we are heading off. I know I'm going in the wrong direction, don't freak. We're heading off to hunt the last Uralik. So I suppose before we do that, I should just check and see what Daryon has in his loadout to make sure he's got a good loadout to face this thing. Okay. Oh, that was a left click and hold. So I have Fire Strike, Icicle Strike. So I have no lightning whatsoever. All right. So we're going to try and level this blade up a little bit, and then we're probably going to switch back to the Arcadian Steel Blade and crystal that before we face the last Uralik. Provided I remember, otherwise life will get exciting for us. So Selene's got a fairly good loadout. She's got Spring, Thunder Rift, Fire Rift, Ice Rift, Haste and Speed, Earth Rift. All right, so she's okay, and her weapon's pretty powerful, so she's going to be fine. Just Daryon is a bit of a worry. Not quite sure why that's gone all dark. That's okay. Turn to Selene. Yeah, weird. Alrighty. So the profit stuff is nearly leveled. It will have leveled by the time we face the last Uralik, so that's all good. Inventory. Are our new crystals useful? They're not bad. They'll be good when we combine them. Alrighty, that's it. Quests. We're still crystal huntering, but if I remember rightly, we have handed in our first 10 and we have to get a few more. Let me just click that again. There we go. Okay, so we need 4 more before we go back to Grant. We'll have to work on that. Okay, chest training. We've got 20 more to find. The last Uralik. It used to only be 50. They've upgraded it to 100. That's pretty cool. We'll be doing that today. The Queen Croctus, maybe today if we get out of the valley. It all depends on how the hunt for Selene's master goes. An Ur-Dunrrir. We're going to have that fight again. All right. No worries. Let's get going with this one. So let's try and level up this weapon as we go. Arden's Lazuli. And yes, more Celestium. Okay. Looks like the Iroko haven't recovered from our last lot of harvesting. So, yes, harvesting is a nice way to say slaughter. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to just head this way. I mean, I have to say, we did beat the Ur-Dunrrir with may have to... I'm just trying to remember. We did beat the Ur-Dunrrir with Daryon using this weapon, and so we should be able to beat whatever's coming up. I mean, ideally, though, we'll switch it out. Then again, no, let's not. Let's just take it as it is. It's a good way to level up the blade. I know, I'm not seeing it on my tracker. Let's take out these Dunrrir. And Dunrrir. Dunrrir, is that because it's small? Defeat all your enemies in less than 6 turns. We'll use their vulnerability to ice against them. I know, I love fighting near these big green rocks. You get healed. And Selene, I don't think you're going to get a turn, but hey, we can always try. Nope, Daryon's going to take it out. Dunrrir Deer, Dunrrir Fawn. That is kind of cool. At least now I can remember it. So Stoneblade's almost, yep, level 12. Prophet Staff barely shifted. Hide, yarn, and some antlers are always good. Let's just grab. Go to the Uralik and Crelk Forest. It's really close too, so we're going to have to just... You know what, let's just fight with the blade that Daryon has. I love this forest. It is so peaceful. Okay, apart from all the monsters. Oh, and I'm running in the wrong direction. I get turned around so much in this game. I'm not reading the gravestone. They always make me sad. Alright, let's go this way. Actually, we have to go over here. Yep. I'm looking at the thing going, what's that blue marker? But the blue marker is... Why am I not seeing... Okay, there's Crelk Forest here. It's alright, I'm used to seeing like the mission marker when we're tracking it. I'm just not seeing it at the moment. That's okay. It's not worth worrying about. We are good. We're heading in the right direction. We have a map. We can manage it. Oh, Croctus.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
Fire. Don't move a character placed on a nexus where another character is present. We can do that. Oh, boom. Okay, Selene, you can fireball this one. We just right click and turn the battlefield. There we go. Now we can left click. Alright, Daryon, you can, while she's busy, take that one out.
Take this!
Ooh. And Selene. She is quicker, I think. That's good. She needed to be.
Of the gods.
There we go. Moving it by the tiniest of margins now. Okay, where are we? More Croctus? Alright, we can do more Croctus.
Let's end this quickly!
Yes, let's end this quickly. Finish the battle without moving your characters. Daryon on a 1.
Take this!
And Selene on a 3. I know, I should probably arrange that so that they're in the same slot, but I don't think I can. That's alright.
Take this!
This is so much overkill. Boom, okay. Croctus cubs are out. Man, we need to go find the bigger monsters for these. Otherwise they're just not going to level. I kind of remember them leveling faster, but I think too there's been a lot of balancing done in the game, so it's not surprising that they're taking a little bit longer. We have the Hunter's Camp. No one wants to talk? No. Let's go check out the quest board. Oh, on second thoughts. This thing always gets me.
Yes. I see a horn among its antlers.
Let's get this over with.
Wait. Before we do anything, I must see for myself. See if it is the last Uralik.
Selene, you're nuts!
If it is an envoy of the gods, then nothing will happen to me.
Is it that important to you? Enough to risk your life?
Yes, it is important.
Okay. I'll stay here if anything happens.
Look at that.
You can read my thoughts, can't you? I sense something. What are you trying to tell me?
What the?
No! Leave him alone!
This kind of feels like deja vu.
Alright. Right, let's see how it goes with ice. I don't know if this is going to work. No normal damage from ice. Okay, this could be a problem. That's a Uralik though, isn't it? Selene, try lightning. Hang on. I was trying healing. I'm a bit crazy there. Daryon, you can try fire. I know, we're probably never going to meet another Uralik. Was that? Okay.
Darkness before dawn.
Alright. Lightning, her attack did the most. I forgot to, oh man. Alright, we're going to slow down its turn. If we can. I don't know if it's going to work though. Yes. Alright. So hopefully that'll wind it back and it won't get to do its thing until Selene has hit it with the lightning bolt. I forgot to look at the battle objectives. I can't remember if there are any. Daryon. I'm going to see what an ordinary attack does for him. As much as anything else.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
I probably should have time looped it, actually. I don't think he's going to get a chance to, yeah. Division. Ah, that's not good. Alright. Daryon, you need to take out... Okay, fine, take that one out. Okay, we've taken the biggest one out. Now let's have a look and see what happens to the smaller ones. Do I have battle objectives? No. Alright. I've got nothing in range. Let's go to here. Selene, you can zap that one, I guess. Daryon, you're going to have to move again. These things, I think it's usually just one attack. So we'll backstab this one, yeah. I don't know. Okay, we'll Z this way. And we'll Z again. Just move in. Where is it? Yeah, we'll go to here. Selene 2. I know, there was a rock in the way. And Daryon, just a normal attack should do it. I know, I feel sad just dropping all of these beautiful creatures. Mind you, they were going to kill us, but still. Alright, the prophet staff is now leveled. We're going to change that out in a minute. Why did it attack us? It seemed peaceful until... No matter, we had to defend ourselves. Let's cut off that horn and bring him back to Hargand. No, Daryon. We will not defile the Uralik's remains to get his horn. We will give him a proper burial instead. Selene, are you serious? We came all the way up here to find this Uralik, only to give up on his horn? Hey, are you crying? These tears are not mine. The Uralik, he opened his mind to me before he attacked us. I caught a glimpse of his memories. The melancholy, the loneliness, the unescapable feelings of regret. In what he did, he had no choice because he acted out of duty, a sacred duty. And there is nothing in what I've seen that justifies parting him from his horn. This Uralik was a noble beast, Daryon. His body must not be desecrated. His victims were still innocent, Selene. I'm not asking you to forgive or even to understand. I'm asking you not to defile his remains. You're serious, huh? To be honest, I felt some of that too, a sense of overwhelming melancholy. All right, I'll help you bury it. Thank you, Daryon. Hargand will be thrilled to hear that we refused to bring him the horn back. I will talk to him. I feel the Uralik has imparted me with something. It is still watching me. I know it. He attacked me. I guess that means I'll become some kind of evil murderer in the near future. The Uralik did not attack you on the day you came of age. I believe you're off the hook. He probably understood we were coming on Hargand's behalf. Right. Tell Hargand the last Uralik is dead. That's going to be a conversation and a half. Alright, before we go anywhere, we need to switch out Selene's equipment. So we're going to equip the woodspine staff, remove the crystals that she currently has, go up into crystals, and switch to Selene. Actually, we're just gonna, yeah. So Daryon's still leveling Stoneblade. We'll get to Cutter in a little while. Switch here. Alright, so we have 2 chains. Sometimes the long chains aren't the best, but I think in this case we're going to have our fire and our earth rift maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just have to see what the leveling up opens up, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the chains are the same. Woodspine isn't as strong as the Prophet stuff, I don't think. But this is the spring stone. So if we do this one, we have Ice Rift, or Ice Rift, haste, incantation, and speed, defense, haste, and speed. And just out of curiosity's sake, if we followed it with this one, we would have Earth Rift, okay, so that's if we do it that way. We can have Earth Rift and Ice Rift, which is useful in its own way. This way we have Thunder Rift, attack, magic, and speed, magic, defense, defense, and speed, attack, speed, and hit points. We might just go with that one. Alright, Fire Rift, incantation, speed, and speed. Earth Rift, defense, haste, and hit points. We are going to go probably with that one because it's Earth Rift and attack and incantation, speed, and speed. I think that's probably our best bet. Alright, hopefully the others will open up a blue for us. We'll see. So that's Selene. She's about to start leveling up Woodspine. I don't know if there's any difference between if you build on a leveled up weapon or a not leveled up weapon. I guess we'll find out because I think Daryon's were both leveled up too. I know I saw the Croctus. We'll go back for that in a minute. We tend to need, let's just go pick on this one. We tend to need oh man, Croctus tongues, dorsal tongues for some of our crafting. So
I won't back down.
uh-oh, we didn't make it into the crystal circle. Alright, Daryon, take out that one.
Take this.
And Selene. Let's just control out. Give it. Okay, she doesn't have fire. Alright, let's just. Actually, no, they're immune to lightning. What am I thinking? We'll just smush that one. Daryon can take out. Let's just right click and turn. There we go.
Take this.
Honestly. Selene's still fairly fast even with this stuff, so that's
I will
pretty
commend
good.
your soul to the gods.
I'm not quite sure what the Croctus is memorizing that for. Alrighty. That way. Yeah, away from that. Actually, let's go save our game first. And then what we'll do is we'll head back into the hunter's camp. Oh, right. I know, it's so easy to get lost in the forest. Let's just check this. Okay, no more quests. That's right, we were going to check this before we started picking on the thing. What time is it? It is... Where's my clock? There's no clock. Okay, fine, we'll just beat up some crocodiles instead.
We have no quarrel with you. Please go.
Okay, Daryon. Take that one. And Selene. Can Ur-Dunrrir those two. Well, okay, maybe just one, because I can't be bothered making Daryon wait. There we go.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Oh. Let's have a look at our levels. I think the next stone should come in at like level 4 or something. Okay, so we'll level up with the stones and see how we go. Yeah, here we go. So, and after that it'll be level 6. So we have a green and then either a light blue or a red. So what do we got? We got Thunder Rift. Okay, so we'll probably go to the light blue just to see if we can get our Ice Rift in. The Shining Shard will give us magic. The gemstone. Okay, no, we're going with the haste and speed. We will make Selene a speedy person. Magic, haste, incantation, speed, and Ice Rift. Alright, so now we have fire, ice. No, we don't have any fire. Oh no. So that would have been a good one as well. That would have been our fire rift. Either way, we'll be fine. Oh, let's go. What? They're back already? Didn't they learn from the last lot?
Let's end this, quickly!
We're not killing an enemy by backstabbing it. That is just too much faffing about. Alright, makes me wish I'd picked that fire rift, doesn't it? Where is it? There? There we go. So while that one's wreaking mischief over there, we'll just let Daryon take care of this one. I don't know if I'm noticing too much of a change in her speed. That's okay. Ow. Alright, nearly there. Croctofang's potions, smelling salts, we're good. And we'll keep going. I know, I'm looking for all the shinies. We should probably go grab some gurrn knuckles too. On the way through. Selene, what are you doing, girl? You should be up here. Yeah, see, the Ur-Dunrrir are the little ones. I thought they were the bigger ones.
Don't worry, I got this!
Without healing allies, we can do that. These guys don't like ice, do they? Ice, ice, baby. Boom. And Selene. We now have some ice. There we go. Daryon. Everything's out of range. You could wait.
By the will of the gods.
You know, that looks really painful. And we'll save again. I know, I'm a little bit paranoid. It's all good. I keep looking for something in these really bright spots, and they're not there. I love these. Alright, let's see if our Oroko are back. There they are, our Oko. We'll just take these guys out.
Follow my lead and we'll get through this.
So yeah, a lot of this game is just taking advantage of all of the resources that you can find. Oh, Daryon, you still don't have lightning, you troublesome person. Fine, normal attacks for you. Not that it's going to be a problem with these guys anyway. Selene, you can lightning bolt that one. Daryon, you can take that one. Yeah, see, now we're on a 1-for-1 ratio. If I thought about it, we could have taken them both out using an Earth Rift. I know, attacks from behind? No. Broken shell, gemstone, and yarn. So we're also going to beef up some of our gemstones and work on that. World route. It's 15:08. Probably by the time we get to the inn, it will be time for these guys to take a break and have a good night's sleep. And then we'll head into Herelsor in the morning. Just take our time getting across the plain. I know, a bit like we're doing here, just where we pick all the things up. Bit of Celestium here, a bit of stuff there, it's all good. And again.
Crater, lend me your strength.
Finish the battle without Selene receiving damage. Oh boy. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is Daryon's just going to use an ordinary attack on that one. Selene should get a go before these guys do, so we're going to Earth Smush these ones. And Daryon can take out that one. Yeah.
Darkness before dawn.
I know we spend so much time doing these battles, it's a really good incentive for trying to work out how to finish them as quick as you can. You don't always have to use their weakness if you know you're strong enough.
Let's end this, quickly!
Kill the marked enemy last. Right, hear that, Daryon? The marked one last. Selene, you can lightning bolt that. Unless Daryon beats you to it, which he might. Oh.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
I just really want to level up his thing so that we can go on to the next one, and hopefully we can get our lightning back. 12. This is where it gets slow though. We might take out that Ur-Dunrrir again on the way through, just to clear up that quest. I didn't notice any crystal fruit either. World root and itching wineberry. And wow, what a surprise, some Morocco.
I won't back down.
Finish the battle without using the same skill twice. Oh no. Alright, Daryon, we'll start with you. You can use an ordinary attack. Oh, there's the other one over in the corner here. Selene. Oh, good. Selene, you can use a lightning bolt. Daryon, you might need to move. At least we're not banned from moving.
Darkness before dawn.
Excellent. Now we have a gemstone. Actually, I'm really looking forward to getting into the next part of the world. It's one of the best parts is just finding the all the new zones. So with the first playthrough, I managed to get into the next part, but after that, it's going to be a bit of a blind playthrough. So hopefully, I won't have too many of you scratching your heads or shaking your heads in despair. This is pretty much I've played this part with a couple of different run-throughs, so, and I'm still discovering new stuff. It's awesome. Or I'm very slow, one of the two. Okay, it's 15:47. We can go a little bit further. Nope, still no quest for me. Fine. We will save again, though. I mean, it's always nice to have an emergency save point up your sleeve. We're going to go pick on some techno bandits. I was thinking that looks like it should be a resource. That's Tantalium Grey. Actually, I think the textures are different for the different things. So this one might be Ardens Lazuli, maybe? Or no, it's Fulgurite. Okay, so the crystally ones tend to have this blue outline in them. And the Tantalium Grey was just like a plain dull rock. See, that's Celestium. That's Threstrum. So Threstrum and Worldroot. No, Worldroot tends to be like the itching wineberry. That's right. Let's go start a fight with these guys. I know, I hate these guys. They're invulnerable to everything. Kill the marked enemy first. Alright, Daryon, that's your job. Right. Selene, I think we should drop a rock. Oh man, these guys are spread out. That's just rude. Fine. Daryon, take out his friend.
Darkness before dawn.
This is dawn before darkness. Oh man, Daryon, just deal with that. Get that, will you, Deirdre? Alright, maybe deal with this one? No. Alright, fine. You can just zed your way over here then. And Selene... Really? Oh, Selene is slower now. Okay. Why is she slower? I thought she was faster. Maybe... Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Alrighty. And that wood spine is levelling up nicely. And that's a good lot of... I forget, these guys carry resources. It's kind of cool. Alright, speaking of resources, that one was glowing at me through the battle. I swear it was taunting me. I saw it. See, Tantalium Grey. It's that little brown rock. Worldroot or wineberry. Yep. Mushrooms? Yes, dark seed. I know, they make this really woody sound. Worldroot. And I don't know how common these resources are going to be in the next section. That was Fulgurite. Dark seed. And I know we're not running in a straight line, but it does tend. Homunculium. Let's start a fight with these guys.
Lend me your strength.
Kill all enemies without exploiting their elemental weakness. Alright, so none of these guys have one, but if they throw a trap, we've got to remember not to lightning bolt it. Why did Okay. I know, I'm just not used to seeing them, actually. Can we drop a rock on their heads? Daryon. We could have, except, you know, now that one's dead, we don't need to.
Darkness before dawn.
So they're not... There must be one of these that they're vulnerable to. Or they're not vulnerable to anything because they're just human. Where's the other one? Oh. Huh. Cheeky beggar. I hit the wrong button. Oh, right. Cool. That'll give us a little bit. So multiple enemies. The battles are a little longer, but you get more stuff. Well, I mean, you should, but you never used to, and that's one of the best balancing changes they've made. Celestium is also a brown rock. Let's just let these guys bunch up together. We can take them all out in one battle instead of two.
Let's end this
We may
quickly.
have to do two. I don't think we got them all. We got a Roko as well. Oh no, less than 18 turns. Okay, we can do this. Hopefully. One. Selene is definitely rock time. Oh man, rude. Alright, maybe it's not rock time. Maybe it's just lightning bolt time. Take that one. Daryon, take that one. So that's... oh, rude. Alright. Okay, and then... so this is 5. Daryon. Alright, you can... oops. Zed your way this way. There's another one over here. And Selene, you can lightning bolt that. I know, they're always spread out for these challenges. They're rude. Excellent.
Darkness before dawn.
Why did he do that? Alright, now Daryon has to run. And can he get it? No. He's got to Zed him again. 10. Man.
Take this.
Yes. All right. We got a little bit out of it. Where are we going? Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Dark seed. World root. Dark seed. I forget what you use them for. What are you guys doing there?
I won't back down.
I know, they're persistent, aren't they? It's one. Less than 9 turns. 1, 2, 3. Just let's... alright, that's a bit better. We'll just take this one. 1. It's 2, this will be 3.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
4. I should have used fire on that guy. Uh-oh. Oh well, too late now. 6. Okay. Looks like we're going to be fighting that Ur-Dunrrir with this weapon, I would say. Are we coming into dusk yet? Yep, 1656. Good. Darkseed. I know, what's a straight line anymore, right? Tantalium grey. I think our gurrn are over here, aren't they? Dunriir.
This kind of feels like deja vu.
We're not going to inflict state alterations. We're just going to smush them. And Selene. Actually, I've forgotten to check her staff. Oops, wrong attack. There we go, let's try that one. I know, we may not reach Herelsor this episode. It's because I'm wandering all over the place leveling up these weapons. And our characters, they are much slower now. Well, it's logical, I guess. Alrighty, let's grab this. And then we'll grab this one. And then we'll grab this one. And this one. I know, I'm not deliberately avoiding them. Yet.
I won't back down!
Okay, only oh, there's 4 of them. Cool. Let's go with ice on that one. Selene. Let's see if we can earth rift a couple of these guys. Probably not. Oh yeah, let's try that one. There we go. Daryon. Nope. Escape out of there. Zed your way over here. I forgot to read the battle prompt. And Selene.
By the will of the gods.
Well, we took out one. Daryon, I guess that means you can have this one. Holy joy. This is clearly not the Gurrn village. Okay. And we need to upgrade Selene's staff. Alright, let's do that right now. What's that? She's already got Thunder Rift. She's got Earth Rift. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove this gemstone here. We're going to go into here. We're going to give her Fire Rift if we can find it. Uh-oh. Incantation speed and speed is always good. Let's just see what else there is. Mostly Earth Rifts. Alright, so where's that Fire Rift? Let's grab that. And then I think we've got an Ice Rift in the blue. Defense, haste and speed. Haste. Alright, let's see how much faster she is with that. Oops. No, I don't want to remove it. Alright, that's Selene. Crystalled up with Woodbine. Let's go find something to fight and see what difference that makes. Alright, or we could just pilfer all of these. I know, what I'm doing is killing time until the Ur-Dunrrir appears, which shouldn't be too much longer. We're into the afternoon now. So we need... And I want a couple of gurrn knuckles, just in case we can find a... Love it, all that celestium up in behind there. Find a recipe, another recipe for Daryon. I don't think we get any more, though, in this part. So basically, we'll take out the Ur-Dunrrir, we'll turn in that quest, and then we'll camp. And then in the next episode, we'll wander in and turn in the thing for Hargand. I know.
We
Wait,
have
there's
no
a big
quarrel
herd.
with you.
Ooh,
Please go.
kill the marked enemy first. Daryon, that's your job. I know. Selene, congratulations on getting Ice Rift. Daryon, actually, she had Ice Rift. It was the other one she wanted. Fire Rift. That's right. Useful against Croctus, which we're really going to need in the next section anyway.
Darkness before dawn.
Boom. Daryon, take that one. Okay. It's still, I don't think it's dark enough yet for the Ur-Dunrrir to come out, but we'll find out in a minute. That's not bad. We're going to need the hide, I think, to make armor. Ah, this is where the gurrn are. It's this village over here. There they are.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one!
Now, these guys are vulnerable to earth, aren't they? That's... yeah, okay, I'm going to ignore that. Daryon, you just take them out on your usual thing. Selene can drop rock on that one. I know it's overkill for just one, especially as Daryon's going to take it out anyway. Alright. So no extra gurrn knuckle. Let's see if we get a, not gurrn knuckle, a catalyst stone. Yes. That's what we're really chasing when we're hunting gurrn. So we're just going to do a quick resource run. Again, we're still waiting for the Ur-Dunrrir to come out. We might give it till 1900, maybe. Alright, I don't think there's too much up in here. There's... oh wait, there's more gurrn. I'll have that. Whoops, I only ran right over the top of them.
With you. Please go.
Without using the same skill twice. Alright. Daryon.
There!
And Selene can... Daryon can Musaturn. This should take both of them out, I hope. Oh no, they're immune to earth. What am I thinking? Oh well, it'll be fine. I mean, that much damage. How can it not be fine? Oh dear. Alright, so what I was running for was this big shiny thing over here. I nearly completely missed the gurrn. Oh wow, and also I noticed that the shiny things take a little bit longer to spawn. As in, like, you've got to be a bit closer to them than you used to be. So now you actually have to run a little bit further in. That's actually a good thing too. It's 1833. The sun has not quite set. We are looking for gurrn. There's another patch of them. I just can't remember exactly where. There we are. There's some there. Pretty sure there's a patch of 3 as well.
Follow my lead and we'll get through this.
Yes, we will. Kill an enemy by backstabbing them. That's not going to happen. I know. See, she does do melee. It's just she's usually more effective with spells. I know. Oops. No gem for you. They seem to be giving a decent amount of XP as well. Like, our weapons are leveling up pretty quick. A couple of gurrn knuckles. These guys were bruisers. There they are. Except I think that's only 2.
Follow my lead and we'll get through this.
Nope, they're at 3. Excellent. Kill the marked enemy last. Daryon, did you hear that? last. Alright, what I'm banking on is Daryon killing this one. Oh no. Okay, I botched it.
By the will of the gods.
I took a gamble and I failed. Oh. Actually, they're immune to Earth. What am I thinking? Let's just zap this one. That was a lucky break. That's what I'm thinking. Well, they're not immune to fire, are they? Or Daryon. See, they're definitely not immune to Daryon. They're in trouble. Alright. I trust Daryon to pick the only gurrn that didn't go down in one strike too. Further in, that's gonna be a lot harder to have happen. Alright. Let's go and find this Ur-Dunrrir. I know, shiny. And again. We'll just zip over this way. There's nothing more annoying than running past resources. And what you find is those were the resources you needed when you get into town. Okay. Alright, that's a puzzle. Now, where... Alright, that's the road into Herelsor. Just trying to remember where I saw it. We may have to hunt it next episode. In which case I will head into the city in a minute. Where was I when I saw it last time? The Ur-Dunrrir, not the... Oh, there it is. So basically you look for this little hut or building here with the lamppost, and there is the Ur-Dunrrir. Let's go pick a fight. Okay.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Oh boy, this bit thing is huge. And it's not vulnerable to anything we can throw at it. Except it's immune to fire. Alrighty. So I'm going to use Daryon to slow it down. I think we won last time by getting Selene to drop rocks on its head. So we'll do that trick again. Oh no, it resisted it. Oh dear.
Darkness before dawn.
Okay, this is generally my best bet. Oh boy, that's not looking good. I think it's stronger than last time. Alright, let's hit it with an ordinary attack. And Selene can hit it with... Uh-oh, okay. So last time what we did was we got Daryon to deal with these things, because these things hurt. And we got Selene to deal with this thing, and I forget what we used on it. Maybe it was lightning. Okay, so the other thing is not in range.
Darkness before dawn.
Okay, it was lightning. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is that not in range at all? I hate these things. So bad. Okay, now it's in range. Ow. Deal with that one. Daryon, deal with that one, and then you're going to have to move, because we can't have healing going on over in that corner. That would be bad. No! Oh, you mean little monster baby. What is the Ur-Dunrrir trying to do to Selene? I don't think it likes her very much. No, it doesn't like her very much. Alright, we're just going to go take out its support barrier over here. Its support friend. Boom. No more healing for you. Selene, lightning bolt that thing. Daryon, keep it interested. And keep it interested again. And we'll hit it again. Selene, try and lightning bolt it. Uh-oh. And it healed itself. Well, we can't have that. I know, I kind of feel bad about destroying this one as well, because as big and ugly as it is, it's actually kind of beautiful in its own way. It is a good way, however, of leveling up your characters once you're strong enough to take it on. Okay. You know what? Let's go and finish the last Uralik, and we'll start the next episode. Yeah, we'll start the next episode in Herelsor City. As soon as I remember, yep, we're going this way. As soon as I remember which way we need to go. We might also collect on that bounty. It is right near our... There's a board in the city. If I don't go near the campsite, I won't be tempted to finish the episode right there. So we're going to go and talk to Hargand, and then we'll finish up. And we'll just see what he's got to say for himself. You know, I've forgotten where the city entrance is. It's that way. This thing is called a map. It's very useful. Right, no, I was running in the right direction. Alright. Yeah, because you loop past the campsite or under the thing. And if I angle my characters right, I can actually see the gate. So, what are you thinking? Alright, looks like the traders are not in today. There would be a little purple diamondy thing. We are going to grab that, whatever it is. It's shiny, it's calling to us, it's ours. It's Tantalium Grey, yep. I know, it takes so long, but it's so worth it. Alright, I won't run around and get that one. And we might, too. I was going to spend the night in the inn before we face that Uralik, but that's okay. We might actually spend the night in the inn later. Nope, he's good. Actually, he's not good. What he's waiting for is he's waiting for that little urchin to appear and pay him for the stuff that he's collected. And the little brat has already got the stuff and gave us a recipe instead. Which means, yeah, let's just save that. Actually, we're going to come back out and save it. It'll be fine. Alrighty. Time to collect on our bonus. And time to see what Hargand has to say when we tell him the last Uralik is dead. We might just wait for a minute and let these gates open. Look at that, that's not a bad shot, is it? And it just takes a little while for the computer to catch up. With this game only, though, I've noticed. Alrighty, one Ur-Dunrrir quest complete. We get an Ur-Dunrrir's horn. Oh, and a bunch of XP, that's kind of cool. Okay. Oh wow, and we've unlocked an achievement, Legendary Beasts. I don't know if that's not showing up on your screen. Okay, it's showing up on mine. I'm a little bit excited by that. So there you go. I'm not sure if it's just for hunting the Ur-Dunrrir or if it's actually for hunting the Ur-Dunrrir and the Uralik. but it didn't unlock until we turned the quest in, so I'm thinking it might be for the Ur-Dunrrir. Alright, let's get this conversation done. You have returned, as bearers of good news, I hope. The Uralik is dead. The Uralik, so you know the beast's true name. You're well informed, I see. The horn, give it to me. We did not bring the horn, we left it where it belongs, with the Uralik. By what right? This horn was to be mine. Why didn't you bring it back? You know of the Uralik yourself. Surely you've learnt about their history during your decades-long quest. The Uralik was not a cold-hearted monster. It was an envoy of the gods. And as cruel as it may seem, the gods have tasked him with a mission. A mission? Slaughtering innocent young men for crimes still uncommitted? Are you taking the defense of that murderous demon? You saw it, didn't you? The day the Uralik took your son, the regrets, the pain, sadness? Yes, I saw it. I saw the Uralik kill an innocent man in spite of itself. But tell me, what good are the regrets of a beast covered with the blood of your only child? What good is the truth if it makes your only heir a monster to be? What consolation remains for a father who has lost twice his only son, once to death and once to grace? If I believe the legends, they will tell me my son was to be guilty of some foul deed. But I will never, ever accept it. I knew my son better than anyone else, better than that monster. Since you refuse to bring me back the horn, you'll tell me where I can find the remains of this demon. What do you intend to do with him? Skin it, feed it to stray dogs, and get that horn. May I remind you that the reward is for the horn? No horn, no reward. You have not told us everything, Hargand. What do you need the horn for? The knowledge of the Uralik's demise should be enough to quench your thirst for vengeance. My son, My master has ample reason to believe that the soul of his heir is trapped in the horn of that wretched creature. Oh no. Who told you this? That is of no relevance. It was a sorcerer, right? Did he promise you he would free your son if you brought him the horn? What if he did? It is a lie, Hargand. That sorcerer's only motivation is greed. He's not offering to free your son. He's looking into ways of getting his hands on the horn of the last Uralik. You know it is a lie, Hargand. I can't believe you were so easily fooled. How can you be so sure that my son is not in there? The Uralik is a sacred beast, and he allowed me to share his consciousness. And there was nothing but sadness. I saw it. I saw all of it. Trust me when I tell you that the Uralik is not keeping the souls of his victims in his horn. And I'm supposed to believe you. Share his consciousness. Am I supposed to give any credit to this preposterous assertion? No, I will not satisfy myself with such weak conjectures. Whether this sorcerer lied or not, I must do everything in my power to make sure that the soul of my son may finally rest. For the last time, tell me where the Uralik is. Your son is not in there, Lord Hargand. His soul is already at peace in the realm of the gods. Answer me, now! I think I'll take Selene's side. Respond. Answer me, priestess. For the love of the gods, answer me. Answer me, please. He is dead, Lord Hargand. I'm sorry. My lord. Curses. Curses. I am sorry for your loss. Let's go, Selene. Alright. Wow, they can teleport too. So I think, on that note, we are going to head back to the edge of the city, where we're going to just save our game, because I don't think there's a save point inside. No. So we'll head back to the city where we'll save the game. And next episode, what we'll do is into, I guess we're back to asking around for Alfarius, and we'll see if the quest to slaughter the last Uralik has unlocked anything interesting. We'll also do some more crystal smishing and get the crystals all put together and upgraded, because that seems to be a pretty good thing. And we'll see if we need to change out Daryon's blade shortly to upgrade it to the next. But on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you. Thank you for hanging with me. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, and if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.